Yeah, man. What up, though? Welcome to the Rad Bad Stay at Home Dad podcast. You're not chilling with your boy Jay and Chris. We over here doing our thing. What's good, Chris?
That's right, everybody. And as always, this isn't the view, damn it. This is the dad's point
The
of view, where we
dad's
talk
point of
about
view.
everything that comes with being a rad,
Bad.
bad,
Stay at home
stay.
dad.
And this is episode 9. Episode 8 was far and away our best episode. Those watching live, you can go back and here are the shows where we talk about women's farts, we talk about wiener wedgies, and we talk about all kinds of things like man periods and stuff that comes with our profession. Jason, how can people follow us, live in the past of things we've done before?
You know, man, go ahead and follow us on all platforms. Currently on everything. We're on TikTok as well, man. The best part about it is it's Rad Bad Sad on Twitter and TikTok. But not only that, if you follow us on our Facebook page, you can see exactly where the previous podcasts are. It's streaming on all platforms. That's Amazon, iHeartRadio, iTunes, anything or anywhere you can get your podcasting at, you can catch all of our previous episodes. So please go check it out and support us, man. And the best way to support us is to follow us. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Those are some great ways to follow us and support us. We're just a couple dads sitting here talking about what we go through, what's going on in life, and how we're managing as a stay-at-home father. Now, as you can see, I have three myself. Chris has two. If you never watched the show before, but if it's your first time, we have a boatload of children. I find three to be a boatload. Two might be a small boatload, but it's a lot. And we just sit here and talk about our dynamics between our families and what's going on in our lives. Once again, go catch us on all platforms: Twitter, TikTok. It's Rad Bad Sad. See right here, right there. You see it, Rad
And
Bad
and
Sad.
really, we've done one episode in 7 weeks, so there's no excuse for people to not have gone back and listened and caught up to us and realized, wow, these guys didn't know what the hell they were doing in the summer, but they're catching up and now they're kind of figuring it out a little bit. Fun stories and all that good
That
stuff.
part, man. We got some great stuff coming up, man. I'm excited to jump into this week's conversation, and you guys are gonna just check in with us. So, best thing to do is once again go follow us on all platforms. That is Twitter, that is TikTok, that is Facebook. Rad Bad Sad, and then one thing you can do is stream us on all streaming platforms. Now, what up, though? What's good with you, Chris?
I'm doing great, man. I don't know if you realize I've broadcasted, or every time we've done this, I've been like within the same like 10 feet in the same room, and every time like the
A different
background
one.
is different.
That part.
I
That
don't know if
part.
I don't know if you caught that, but it's done now. Like almost done now. The man cave is almost complete. The kids went away to school. I got to clean out my storage room, which was years in the making, and the basement is now my
Awesome.
own. I know you know it, but for those that don't know it, I have my three TVs in the basement where I can go and, on Sundays I don't want to watch football for 7 hours, but Sawyer does, so I do it for him because I'm a good dad.
Gotta be
So,
a
but
good
this should
dad.
be, yeah, man, this will be permanent. How you doing, man? It's we actually failed. We made a mistake 2 weeks ago.
Roll, Shaggy. What kind of fail did we do?
Well, let me tell you, we were we were we were in at the same place, and granted we were there for Theodore,
That part. Yep.
but we were in the same room and we did no photo op.
You know
We could
what?
have done.
We actually didn't. That is a fail. Wah wah wah. I wish I had my wah 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 button ready right now. We were there for Theodore. Even though we were there, we could have did a quick picture. That way we had something. But even then, anybody that's following us on Rad Bad Stay at Home Dad's Facebook, I think you do link the two so people can see that man cave. And by golly, look, man, you making me pull out my Caucasian words. By golly, gee, Walligers, that is a very well put together man cave for sure, for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked. Jack took the she took my recliner out of here, and we have a 4 level split. So this is the basement, which
Sure.
I love to come down here because it's the one place in our house where I can blare the TV and nobody hears. But she won't come down here because it's too cold,
Gotcha.
and Sawyer and Lily won't come down here by themselves because it's too scary.
Okay.
And so this is where the big TV was, and she took she wanted the recliner up a level, so we moved it's a U-shaped
Mhm.
recliner both sides. Her and I moved that together up the stairs, and we're still married. So that is a big goal
Wow.
for us.
She couple. Well, he couple. I was trying to do she man. He man and she man. That's a real thing.
Yeah. So we moved that up a level and put a new TV in there, and she said, you can make the basement what you want. And I was like,
But
like if we had great graphics, I'd go like this, ding, and
ding.
there'd be like a cloud over my head of what was going on. And so I got Sawyer and I on Sundays we have the Red Zone on one station, Fox on the other, and CBS on the other. And even tonight, I went on the other level to put on the game when the girls were at dance. And Sawyer's like, "Dad, is there any baseball tonight?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." He goes like, "What about college football?" I was like, "Yeah, Miami's playing Virginia." He's like, "Let's go downstairs. We got all 3 TVs cooking."
See, that's
It's
my
like
guy right there. I love me
create
some Sawyer.
create a monster, man. So how have you been?
Great, man. One thing that we just completed this week was a travel to Colorado for a wedding. So, a family member, a cousin of ours, was getting married in the mountains of Colorado. Man, let me tell you something. The mountains are extremely gorgeous, but terrifying all in the same breath. Like I 100% was like, you could fall off these things and it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But when you see them from afar, and I'm not talking like, you know, like I'm in the city and then you could see the landscape of the mountains, but I'm like, you're in it. You pass through it and now you're like roughly in these. Look, man, the ranch that we were on was over 1,500 acres. I've never been on someone's property that, you know what I'm saying? They own 1,500 acres. It's a lot of land, but it was absolutely gorgeous. The girls loved it. I want to give a huge kudos. They're never going to see this, maybe when they grow up, but I want to give a huge kudos to my girls for the not tenacity, but the patience that they had to stay in a car for over 15 hours. You know what I'm saying? The drive home was redunculous. We just straight drove through from Nebraska, not I'm sorry, Colorado to Minnesota. This is a 15, 16 hour drive, bro.
Well, no offense to Nebraskans or Nebraskanites, whatever they're called, but that drive sucks. It's
That
like, oh,
was
sweet, there's a field,
trash,
there's a field, there's
bro.
a field. There's like,
Nebraska was
it's like,
trash.
yeah, yeah, right.
This
And
is
and and Michigan should be the '97 champions outright,
oh, okay.
and Nebraska should get no kosher,
No crochet.
no kosher. It's a new word.
The only state that I find to be worse, and it's a tie to be worse, is Wisconsin and South Dakota. Those are the two worst states to drive through. If have you ever driven through South Dakota?
Driven through? No, been there, but never driven through.
Man,
What's
look,
your? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing that I had to work because I worked in Rapid City for a few months, and I would have to drive home. I was, you know, what I'm saying I would do 10 days there, have 5 days home. 10 days there, 5 days home. That was my schedule, and the drive back, or even there, only gave me visions of sunflower fields in South Dakota. That's about it. Sunflower fields. And if I've driven there in the wrong season, then there's nothing. It was barren. It was trees are slanted to the side, barren. That was it. And in
Which,
Wisconsin, it's just ugly.
especially their pro football team.
Oh, don't hate. You know what? Don't do that.
Just
Don't do that. I had
you,
to fight
you,
too hard these past couple days.
hey man, you know how Lions fans count, right?
Vikings and Lion fans are terrible when it comes to saying
You know
anything about
how
Packers.
you know how a Lions fan counts?
How so?
Oh and 1, oh and 2, oh and 3. But I may have told you this one already. How many Packer fans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know this one.
4. 1 to screw in the light bulb, and 3 to talk about how good the old ones were.
Oh,
Yeah, it got
oh,
deep.
that cuts
I'm kidding.
deep.
I'm kidding. Wisconsin. I like Wisconsin. Driving through Wisconsin. I'm from Michigan, live in Minnesota, so I've driven
Sure.
through Wisconsin many a time. Um, they got their Culvers there for us. They got their cheese stands and their fireworks, and it's traffic is really never bad there. Once in a while, in
Never.
Madison's bad, but traffic's pretty good there.
That
So
part. It's always great to stop and grab some cheese curds. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some great cheese curds will definitely keep me hush hush all the way through. So
now,
I feel you.
will you bring some cheese curds and put them in a tent?
Yes. Why wouldn't I? Speaking of tents,
For those of those people that don't get that joke, go back and listen to the shows.
there you go. Speaking of tents, Katie goes on a solo camping trip this weekend. I So it's a dad solo parenting week again, and not again. I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying, solo parenting this week, man, this weekend. So it should be interesting. It should be fun, and we'll see where it goes. Actually,
She had a gleam in her eye talking about it.
didn't
Like
she?
she seemed pretty. I mean, exciting, and it's a challenge, and I'm sure like it's going to be liberating, but it's also she's in moments where like I miss everybody, and then
That
like I
part.
don't. So good for her, and good for you. I mean, that again, that is a bonus about what we do is our spouse has the freedom to do stuff like that and not worry about childcare
There you go.
um and even if one of the kids gets sick or something, you got it. Like that's a huge plus for our spouse to have that comfort of knowing that no matter what I do, the kids are taken care of, and
So
you don't have to really alter your schedule. Go ahead.
so question for you, right? And it's just sparked in my head as you was talking, and my question to you is: do you like if this was Jack and Jack was like, I'm out, gone for a couple days, and I come back. When by the time she's coming back, you're like, oh, I missed you. The kids missed you. You're home. Thank you. Do you start planning a trip? Like, are you in guys trip mode? Are you in I need Chris trip mode? Like, what's your thoughts?
That's a good question, Jason. I'm glad you asked. Let me go through my our October for you. Okay, this weekend, Saturday, I'm going to Bill Burr at Mistake Lake Casino. Following weekend, Jackie is going to Kelly's bachelorette party for the weekend, so she's
Ah,
gone.
yes. New, yep. Not your sister Kelly, but soon to
Not
be
my.
sister Kelly.
She is actually my sister,
Oh yeah, they did
officially
have
my.
it already. Yeah,
She
yeah.
is. Yeah, the whole Rona kind of they get they got married last year privately, quietly, and then this year
All the fun.
now they're having the party and the renewing of the vows and all that stuff. But so then, anyways, the following weekend I'm gone Saturday for Dave's bachelor party,
Right.
which is quiet, just the brothers basically. And then the weekend after that is MEA weekend, and we're going to Ely for that. And the weekend after that is Halloween. So it's like, boom, we're October's busy. To answer your initial question, I don't think no, I'm taking mine because I'm always telling her she needs to go do more because she has the guilt of working so much that she doesn't like taking time for herself necessarily that much. And then generally when she does, it's more for us to go up a date night. But
Gotcha.
I don't ever say you're doing this, I'm doing that because I play softball, I play basketball, and I schedule things. I'm doing it regardless. Like I'm not gone for weekends, but I'm generally gone one night a week. I go woosah.
Gotcha. Now, so that branches to another question that I'm glad that you said that. Does it ever pull on you to leave them alone? Like do you get everything done and then you skedaddle for your me time when everybody's like damn near about to lay their head down?
I mean, it all depends. Like Jackie she's amazing. And I'm the same way too. Like when she has something going on, I'm like, go, because once you're out of the house, it's easier. And she's the
Facts,
same with me. Like
facts,
you got
facts.
you got something going on, you're not going to be here. Just go. And she's amazing with that. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. A lot of times it's like I have softball at like last night at softball 6:15, 7:15. I need to leave at 5 o'clock, 4:45 to be there on time. And
Sure.
thankfully it's easier this year because she works from home on Wednesdays, so she knows all right, she's done working at 4:30 and then I'm gone. It was a lot harder when the kids were younger, because there were times where she would walk, like literally she'd have to leave work 15, 20 minutes early, which is hard for me to say, hey, leave your job.
For
It
you to go
supports
play.
us.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
me to go have fun, but
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
same point, you know, but I mean, if it's a scheduled thing, I got to be there on time, or I want to be there on time, and vice versa. How
Yeah.
about you? Do
No,
you go ahead?
so that makes sense. For me, it's quite the same. But I do run into bouts of like, damn, I feel bad leaving her there. Just because you know what I'm saying. There's three of them. You know what I'm saying. It's just her, and then and then sometimes they're extremely needy, and I'm like protective over Katie. Like I don't want nothing to be like. I feel like if they be picking with her, so I'll be like, man, you better shut this down. Like, don't be messing with my girl. Like at the end of the day, I don't care if she is your mama, she my girl. So don't be messing with her like that. Like y'all picking with her, don't pick with her. So I don't
I,
want
I
to.
picked I picked her. You guys was kind of rolling the dice.
Exactly, exactly.
I can
So
make it like I hate to say it because he's disgraced now, but Bill Cosby said I could take you out. I'll make another one
I'm
just like you. Nobody will
you,
miss you.
you hear me? You hear me? That's
Yeah.
exactly it. But I feel bad. Like so I have bowling on Tuesdays, but it's at 8 o'clock. So at this point, we're just putting the kids to bed. And I'm assisting with that, and everyone's down, and I'm out of here. But this summer I end up hanging out with a couple buddies that we do hookah over at Mediterranean Cruise in Burnsville. So there'll be sometimes some nights where I would leave earlier, and she still has to do like bedtime by herself. So those days, sometimes I'm like, man, I guess I could have stuck around just a little bit to help her out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it brings something up for me. Well, one is I bet even if she's out, she might actually enjoy that because Jackie actually embraces and enjoys the fact when I'm gone and she gets the kids one on one.
Facts,
But
facts.
I don't know if I told you this. Their tradition is when Dad's gone for the night, even if I'm coming back at 9:30. You know what their tradition is?
What's that?
They all sleep in my bed.
Yeah, yeah, that happens here too. That happens here. But here's the crazier
And
part.
go ahead.
They sometimes do. Mom sometimes still needs her own space, and she'll put them all in her bed. I mean, in their bed, but roughly around, let's say, 11 and noon, midnight. Excuse me, 11 and midnight. Everybody's in our bed anyway.
So, and are you cool with that? Do you want to bring them back, or are they allowed in your bed? We're actually dealing with this issue right now with Lil. She's coming into our bed just about every night, and I was a big don't want the kids in the bed, and Jackie is doesn't she wants them comforted and all that stuff, and it was not a battle, but it's like I don't want them to bed, but then like they know not to come to me even when they were
Right
younger. I say
there, you
Ma's
go.
got to get up in the morning, come get me, and they're like. I'm going to you. You're gonna make me go back in
They
my
make
bed.
me
I go
go
to
back.
mom. I'm calling mom.
It is
So are you
exactly the same thing. They
okay?
still come like Hazel daily will come to our bed, and I have to like if I'm not in bed, I have to take her back to her bed, or if I am in bed and I'm not quite asleep yet, I'll hear her come in and I'll just see her and I look at her. I'm like, yeah, go back to your bed, go lay down in your bed, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Um,
So you know what I do, Jay? So Wednesday nights when I play softball, I come home. They're all in my bed. I shower, and the nights that Lil comes in our room, and I was like, all right, you know what? Fine, you guys get your good night's sleep in my bed. You know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go in Sawyer's bed. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna open the window the way I want it. I'm gonna crack the door. Hopefully the cats don't come in. I'm gonna blare the fan as hard as I want it. and I'm falling asleep, and guess what? I don't hear when people get up in the morning. Like,
I love it.
it's I part of me is like I should set an alarm. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait for Jackie to shake me before she goes to work to tell me to get up because it's like I don't want the kids in the bed, but like I get it, and it's an interesting concept.
No, I love that. I love that because it's exactly the same. We don't have that quite the separation. It sounds like you do, but what I do know is that I I have that same privilege. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not putting them in their bed, then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go because it's like Hazel has she has my old bed um from back in the day, and it's like a full like a big queen, like a pillow top queen. So I lay in that one. It gives me memories of like, oh, I love this bed. You know what I'm saying? Like before we got the big bed, and
I,
it's just I'm like I'm sleeping in here. I do exactly. I don't open up the window, but I do turn on the fan, and I get under her couple Hello Kitty covers, and I'm out.
I can't. I mean, Sawyer's he's too old. He's too big, and he sleeps diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so we have a Kang size bed, but so you get Jack and I in the bed, and you got 90-pound Sawyer going like this, and then Lily. I told her the other day is like well, the thing about you sleeping in our bed is I don't understand why you're doing soccer practice on my back. Like she's I'm like, and I'm like grabbing her foot and throwing. And Jackie will tell you that there was one time. It was the night before we went on our vacation in August, where she came in our bed. She's kicking me. I just got up. I just stormed off. She goes, "Are you okay?" I go, "I'm fucking leaving." So
I
like,
can't do it.
I'm done with the sleepless nights, and like I paid that debt of the 4 or 5 years of young kids and infants and getting up and not sleeping. It's like you know what? My head hits the pillow, takes me half hour. I want to fall asleep, and I don't want to get up for 7, 8 hours. Now there's a storm or once in a while a bad dream, fine. But when it's every night coming into my bed and
Nope.
like,
Nope.
I can't. I'm a bad sleeper too, so I can't fall back asleep. I'm like, I love watching sunsets. Just no, not 3 days in a row off 4 hours sleep.
My thing is that for us, I had that conversation with him as much as possible. Like, no, y'all have these beds for a reason, man. Like, go sleep in your bed. Like we we purchased these beds for a whole reason. You go over there. But now, one thing is we on this trip, we stayed in two hotels. Now in these two hotels with three children and then the parents, right? So two queens. These children of ours should be able to sleep together easily, but that isn't the case. So what happens is the one youngest one, Margot, doesn't know how to sleep in a cribless bed. So we have to
Well,
either like
her defense, she has 6 words in her vocabulary. She's a young one.
she has very, very, very little usage of words for sure. What up, though, Hillary Banks? She says, "Hi, mom of one. She's 8. How do why? I don't know what that means, but glad you joined us.
Thank you.
Thank you." And so we're in Colorado, and these beds are queen beds, queen size. So you go to a hotel, you get two queens. Um,
No,
but
I get one. I get one queen. Jackie, Sawyer, and Lily get one.
see, that's kind of what I was thinking, but mom was the driver. Mom was the driver, so I didn't want to overdo her like that. So we was trying to make it work where it's like one parent, two kids, one kid type of a thing. So I tried that. And Hazel is a beast, man. When she sleeps, she's just like Sawyer, sideways, diagonal, top corner, lower corner, you know what I'm saying, across the bed, knee in the back, and then Quinn slipped like she would sleep on my face. Like if she had the chance, she would sleep on my face. So I said, no, no, sir, no, sir. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let them sleep in those bed. I'm gonna let the two older ones sleep in the bed alone. They got this, but I'm gonna sleep on the other. I'm gonna sleep in, what I'm saying, in the parents' bed with Margot. But Margot did not, just like how you said, she want to play soccer. So she kicking and she's sleeping. She's doing everything Quinn doing, sleeping on my face, playing soccer. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sleep head to foot. That you know what I'm saying? That'd probably be the best way to do it.
That's risky because you might get a little golden rain shower
You,
if something goes wrong.
you feel me? And I'm glad it didn't, but we skinny past those ones. But that was the best way to get comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with the baby because just myself and Katie and a queen is tough. That's tough, bro. I I remember when we had just Hazel and we still had a queen size bed and she would come in and sleep in the room and I'm like these are terrible nights of sleeping because there was no room because we had the cats and now we got a dog. You know what I'm saying? The cats are gone, but now the dog is here and the dog is 75, 80 pounds taking up space.
So I was just gonna mention I didn't factor in our animals. So Boss is a little 15-pound Havanese,
All right.
and he's pretty good. He finds like a crevice somewhere in the abyss of humans.
Covers and pillows and
Yeah, and he'll just go boom, and he'll flop. And if you touch him, and, you, and he doesn't get up till like generally he doesn't get up till one of us gets up. Occasionally he gets up when Sawyer gets up first, and then the kids are up because I think it says this before because like one of them will let him out and he'll go potty and he comes jumps up, licks me in the face and like goes to my chest. I'm like, that's so wrong. And then like he just
yes, sir.
boom, sits on my head and like I dealt with the kids all night. Now I got you and they got our cat Oreo who a little bigger, so we call her double stuffed. But Oreo sleeps on my feet, so it's like I got a cat on my foot. My wife's way over there. I got a kid here, a dog in my face. It's like this no.
I didn't think this would be real life.
This is your life.
Right when we started all this, I I,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like you. Speaking of Bill Cosby, right? Favorite show, The Cosby's growing up. I felt like I was a part of that family day in and day out. And the thing is when we look at you know what I'm saying, the mom and dad, Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad, when they slept in their bed, the kids never came into the bedroom. So I thought that's what it was going to be when I had my family. I am
But now
wrong.
you all grown up like Rudy Huxtable.
Huxtable, right? Shout out to Kanye West.
It's actually Luda.
Oh, that was your Luda. Yeah, you're
That
right.
is
You're right.
Luda.
You're right.
Please tell all your lovers and friends.
That part.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So
Oh,
let
that
me
was my
let me
favorite
let me
song.
ask you this, and I don't know how much you really interact with them, or if you saw the uh, the animal I created with Sawyer with football, but after hearing these stories all summer long about my kids and stuff, what did you think when you were in the flesh with them for 4 hours?
You know,
Do they did they do you did they match the stories? I mean, I know it's a different environment, but
you know, Sawyer is true to true. Like the stories you tell and what he is when we were sitting there talking about football, and he passionate. He
he's a
knows.
dude. He's a dude.
I love it. So fist bump, blow up, those type of things. Now, I was completely shocked with Lily, like Lillian. That to me, I wasn't expecting the sass, the comedic relief. Like this little girl was beyond my expectation. I thought she was gonna be just sweet and nice. No,
Oh, there's a switch. There's
no.
a switch.
She was sassy. She had really good zingers. Like she's a Heskett for sure. Like she is a Heskett. And not only that, she is a Chris child. Like you know what I'm saying? She is your daughter. Like that. Cause what was it?
Why do you say that?
I'm trying to remember what it was.
By the way, pull no punches because I'm gonna get killed for this, but I think that she's the youngest girl ever to have a period because I don't know where that freaking attitude comes from sometimes.
For
I'm dead
real.
serious. I'm gonna get killed for this, and our show's gonna get canceled. I know we're independent, but like, it, she is. I don't get it. Like, it's Lily. You really, come in our bed. If if you have a bad dream or there's a thunderstorm and you need to talk about a fight, but you gotta every night you can't come in. Fine, I'll just lay up there all night and you guys don't like me.
Oh my God, that sounds like Quinn. That you don't
What the
like
hell?
me. Like, what do you? No one even said that.
Right. So, anyways,
I'm trying to think of. I can't remember what I was playing with her with. I think it was something about eating her food or.
So she doesn't like guys. she doesn't she doesn't like she doesn't like the guys she likes. She loves Jake, who is brother-in-law for both of us.
Yep.
She's warmed up to my brother-in-law. Obviously she loves me. Um she doesn't like guys messing with her or do I'm gonna take your food, or like she doesn't like being teased like that because she feels like humiliated. And so like
Sure.
which was funny because Dave, my brother Dave, was like, game on. And like there was one time he was
Me
like
too.
messing her. He's like messing with her one time, and right in front of him, like he wasn't even there. She just goes, I don't like that guy.
You mean your uncle?
My brother, who's like doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He's just messing with you, but she doesn't like being messed with, and she doesn't handle it well. But it's funny to say, but sorry, we continue.
No, no,
You
no.
were
And
you threatened to take her food from her, and she's like, no, like
but you
hun,
know what? The
leave.
thing is, I maybe it was or it wasn't, but she seemed to joke back with me.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Because I was messing with the whole table. Like I said, I really can't remember exactly what I was
right.
doing, but she was very sassed with it. And the jungle gym movements that you guys doing, and she was just like, "Hey, Mr. Jason, look at this." So it was cool.
Then she warmed up to you. She actually
Yeah.
came up to me and she goes, Daddy, I want to show Jason my flip. And her flip is I hold her arms and she literally jumps and does a circle. I don't know how I have never popped her shoulders out of sockets, but she does a backwards flips while I'm holding her. But she's like, then she started like to kind of warm up to you and
Yep.
like
Yep.
and say things. Now you threaten to take Sawyer's food. He's like, all right, go ahead, man. What's in your mouth? I'll smack it.
No, I enjoyed those guys though. It was fun to see them even interact with my children, but let alone their other cousins, right? Because I can't think of the boy. The what is his name? Obviously not Sawyer. We got him. It's your other brother's son. No, like
Gavin?
Gavin. There we go. Yes. So Gavin's like a daredevil, man. He almost he keeps things moving in a particular direction, and I don't know what
Talking about
direction that is.
the oldest boy Eddie has,
Yes,
because
because he was there,
yeah,
correct? Gavin was there. Because then
oh
there's
yeah,
Eddie,
yeah, yeah,
there's Eddie the baby, and then there's Gavin.
yeah, and then also William, and then Isabel is his oldest, which is
Gotcha.
obviously
Hold
Isabel's
on,
a girl, but yeah,
William. Where did we? Hold on. Okay, that's the baby, right? William's the baby.
uh, Eddie's the baby.
Okay, I was about to say Eddie's the baby. William
Yeah.
didn't come because he was sick, correct?
Was William? Jay, this is 2 weeks ago. I don't
I
remember
don't
what I
know.
had for
I
lunch.
think I think you right. I think it was that. Okay, because mom was sick with pink eye and she didn't
Yeah,
show, and I think she kept.
she didn't wash her hands after she went to the
I
bathroom.
was- That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no way around
I'm
this.
not gonna apologize unless she calls me and says, "What the hell did you say about me?" Which will generate viewers, and we've come full circle.
I was not gonna say anything, but that's exactly what I was thinking when I heard it. I go, "How does a
They had
grown person get pink eye? I don't get it."
they had it fly through their house. I'm like, "Oh, great! Thanks for bringing it to a party. Great job."
So he was there. So she didn't show. So I
Kristen's
think
food.
she
I'm
kept it.
good.
Right, you get your own food, player. Is it?
Yeah.
um. So, but yeah, it's Gavin for sure. It was Gavin for sure. And yeah, and I kicked it with his daughter. She's smart, man. That's all I'm looking for is to have a little girl that's there, like that
She's
get
too
it.
smart. Yeah, she's very smart. She's a big Isabel is a big reader. she'll ask Eddie or at parties or get-togethers and stuff. She's more quiet and sticks to herself, but she's reading books and stuff, and I'm like, damn, like the books she's
Yeah,
reading and stuff. So and she's got into swimming now, and so she's just good. Like it's crazy. It's hard for me to accept how old she
I
is.
know,
Like
right?
it's like I was like, oh shit, you're in sixth grade. I remember me in sixth grade. Like
Hmm.
wow. And I remember I remember the day she was born. So
Time
we're getting old,
flies when you're
man.
having fun.
This is us pushing 40.
Oh, my birthday is this month. Well, yeah, October. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow, when people hear this, October 22nd, you guys can send me nothing but good loves, vibrations, high vibrations this month. I will be turning 37, edging closer to 40. It's going to be an entertaining year.
Oh, you're still a kid. I turned 38 in November.
Oh, come on now. Come on. You're still a kid, I tell you.
Yeah, you're still a kid. Come on, let's mature a little bit.
But definitely, man. I had a good time with your family. I enjoy the Heskets, man. It shocks me how much I gotta continue to reach out to Dave more. How much we have in common. So when we were getting there and talking and I forgot that he was really heavy into battle rap, which I am too. But I slept on it for a little bit just because priority set. Like I start playing video games. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then all these other podcasts came into play, so I haven't been able to listen to as much battle rap as possible. But he's still on it, so it was kind of cool to connect with him on there, man, and see him again because it's been a minute.
Dave is awesome, and I'm so excited for their wedding. And they just got a house, and
Oh man, I
excited
was
for
seeing the
that.
house. That house is gorgeous.
Oh, you saw it too? Yeah,
I did. I did. I was
yeah.
hanging. We were in Colorado, and um, Jake and Kelly was showing their parents, or showing Sherry and Lisa.
Okay, awesome. And I mean, and Kelly, Dave's wife, Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
she's awesome too. She's the best, and they've had crazy, she's crazy year and a half with COVID and all these good. I'm crossing my fingers that nothing crazy happens, and their wedding does happen because they both deserve it, and they deserve the house that they're getting, and all these good things, and I'm really happy for them.
That's good, man. Nothing but a big brother
Can,
can wish for.
Now I know it's not about kids here, but can I embarrass Davey real quick? Can I tell you a funny Dave story?
Oh, I'm always excited for a
So
funny Dave story.
Davey was probably 16 years old, and Jackie and I had been dating for maybe less than a year, and we went to my parents' house. I went to my parents' house, and I was going to take the boat out, and Dave was going to help me, and Jackie was with two of her friends. And so there were 20. I think Jack and I were 20. I was 24. She was 23. Her friends were 23. Dave's 16. And Dave said he'd help me out with things. So I go and wake him up. Hey, buddy, it's like 11:30. Hey, let's get ready to go. He goes, I'll be out in a minute. So I'm working on the boat, and Dave comes out in no shirt, and he's got these shorts on, and but his shorts are to his hips. And you
Yeah.
can see his boxers. He comes out, lights a cigarette, and goes, "Sup, ladies?" Takes one hit, flicks the cigarette, and walks back inside.
Yes.
Sorry, it has nothing to do with
Yeah.
this podcast, but
No, it does. It's family, man. We talk
I got
about family on here.
yeah, man. So that was Davey as a kid.
I love that. Well, because here's the thing. Here's the kicker. As you tell that story, I'm not gonna lie to you. I could see Sawyer doing that. Like
Sawyer, huh?
I could see him
Oh,
100%
yeah.
still have like frohawk, mohawk kind of a thing. 16, 17. Obviously, hopefully he's not smoking. And so if he is, well, whatever. That's you and your peoples. But I could see him pulling off some bravado type of move. I mean, think about it. Who's his uncle? We just told the story. It's his uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, Sawyer is actually so tonight in our neighborhood we're flooded with girls, and he knows them. He's known them since he was 1.5. So he's grown up, but they're all friends, and they look at Sawyer like a brother,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
he's always they include him and stuff. So like tonight after dinner, he was 2 houses down at our neighbor's house, and he's playing with they have the daughters in the same class as him. They're playing on the trampoline. I think he said they played the Switch and all that stuff. Then he comes home and I'm helping my neighbor next door, and they have twin girls. And then he goes, "Dad, I'm home." I said, "Okay, buddy, what's up?" Again, the girls were at dance, and then my neighbor said, "Hey, Sawyer, you can come play too." So he comes over and he's hanging out, playing with the girls, and so like he's not gonna have that Davy bravado
Mm,
of sup ladies. He's as rough and tumbled as he is. He's a very sensitive boy, and he's very I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say respectful because he
sure.
talks inappropriately around girls, but um he's very cocky in life, but not when it comes to that. He's a sweetheart when it comes to that, which I don't
See
know where he gets it from.
that, right? That I love. That I
Not
love.
his uncle.
You know what's impressive to me though right now is that you let you let him go down to the neighbor's house like that without being there. To me, that's right now just a tad bit terrifying. I don't know, maybe because it's my girls. I think Hazel is old enough, but we don't have respectably enough children in our neighborhood like that. But mind me, do you live in a cul-de-sac or are you just on a regular street?
Yes. we are so we there's no through traffic on us. Right in
Ah,
front of our house is a cul-de-sac, and around the block is another cul-de-sac, so there is no through traffic. And the neighbor's house he goes to, we're really close with them. They live 2 houses down. Known them for 6 years. COVID brought us really close. So I mean, Saturday night we had a bonfire, and the dad was over with the daughter. I see him every day at pickup for school, and we help each other out with projects around the house. So we're close knit, and it's kind of like
got
when
you.
he runs over there or when their daughter runs over here, it's like a head nod, like yeah, I got him, or a
Yeah.
text like hey, they came in the house, I got him, or like hey, send them home at this time. So it's not like they're over there running wild and free. Like we're close, we're tight, we're friends. But I get where you're at.
Mm.
I trust him in their house, and I know they trust their daughter in our house.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I hope to have that relatively soon here. We're getting more people, more children in our community. We are a through traffic. Like, traffic flows through each side of our boulevards. Especially on Galaxy. That's a like a
Yep.
main boulevard for us. And then on our regular street, you know what I'm saying? People drive down that a lot. There is a cul-de-sac around the corner, but it's too far out of the way. It's nothing that I can see. And we just haven't grown close either to any of the other parents that's over there. So hopefully we get some parents in that we can really click with and have that with them. We do have some children on the furthest like corner where our bus stop is at, but that's roughly 5 6 houses. Um, uh,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see. We'll see. Maybe
Yeah.
next year.
I'm with you. Like it. I get it. I was actually in your neck of the woods last night. I played softball out at Johnny Cake and went 40th, and afterwards we went to the Carbonis and
Lakeville.
yeah. So I drove right by your neck of the woods. Saw your
Yeah.
saw your tar saw your Target and all that
There
stuff.
you go. So yeah, no, even if you took 140th up or down in Johnny Cake, I mean you're passing you're passing right where
Hmm.
we are. We're not too far from that corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Well, look, man, we reached that minute. What a catch up. I love this, man. We gotta find our groove again, which we have, and keep that consistency up. I need you guys to do me a favor. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter, and that's Rad Bad Sad. It looks like this. Here, give me a second. And if you are listening to us, it is RADBADSAHD. That's on Twitter and on TikTok. I will be setting up an Instagram here within this week or next week. So make sure you end up following us over there as well. Now, I need you to go ahead and like and share this page for us. We appreciate that. But also, we're on all streaming platforms: iTunes, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Google, Amazon, all the places you do podcasting. We are there. Chris, what do you got for us on closing?
It's crazy because all we did was catch up and we didn't really talk about what, what, like, it was. I had some rough moments this week, and getting into the groove of things has been a battle, and been struggling because I've been telling myself, all right, they're gone for 6.5 hours. This morning was a shit show. Come home, be a good dad, and then 5 minutes later, they start
Boom.
being Sawyer and Lily.
There
They
it is.
snap. So the
Boom.
struggle is real and it is there, but find a way to enjoy it because you don't know. Um, it goes quick, and we are lucky to be in the position we are to watch them grow.
That's true. I agree with you. If there's other fathers or other stay at home dads out there, or even stay at home moms that are listening to this, it's okay not to be on top of shit. Like, it's okay. Take time for yourself. Take time to be with your children. Everything else will come in and it'll come in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be there.
And it's not you, it's them, damn it. You're doing just fine. It's the kids.
That needed an applause on that one. That is 100% true. It is them damn kids, man, not us. Facts.
Enjoy your weekend alone with the kids on Saturday night when I'm listening to Bill Burr. I'll be like, Jay's alone with kids, and I'm not.
and I'm out doing me. That's all right.
Yeah, eat a pizza, get him some ice cream, watch a movie,
I got all
get
that on
back,
deck.
relax.
I think I'm
What's
gonna
that?
have a buddy come over, bring his daughter over. We do a sleepover and eat pizza, watch some movies, and you know what I'm saying, kick back. That's about it.
So what are the kids gonna do?
Exactly. Go on the jump house. Leave us alone, right?
Yahtzee.
All right, guys. Remember, I need you to stay your absolute best because being empowered starts today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When you do all three of those, you are in your primal state. So, excuse me, you're in your alpha state. So stay primal. Get after it. Remember to protect your peace and drink water. Have a good day.